Hello and welcome to All Talk No Dice, the worst excuse for a D&D show you can find online. From last we left off, the Companions of Fate found mutual desires with the recently discovered and allied hermit dwarf Erig Braunstout. Finding common ground after some home truths were unearthed, you joined Erig with a mad dash throughout Brenton, hurling yourselves from alleyway to alleyway. Duke raining down fire against all of you, using Erig's smoke canisters and some very interesting illusion magic. You were able to make it to Creedon Society of Learning, the abandoned and disused library, moderately unscathed. Once inside, Erig and Rayloff went to set up the recently built AB Rotary Mark II, while the rest of you searched around. Tara found strategic places to put herself ready for the oncoming fray, while Gerald and Theron found a large secret crawl space filled with cages of creatures long dead and weathered away. After some magical taunts and a couple hours going by, a few holes were made in the main doors after loud controlled explosions were heard. Duke had finally arrived. Each of you began to hurl attacks and arcane towards Duke, or all waited for him to show himself and take the right opportunity, all before Bar appeared from a small device he was trapped in, adorned with a large gemmed and padlocked collar, his face showing rage, hatred, and just a blatant urge to kill. Now, one. In the midst of Gerald and Rayloff being chased down and assaulted by Bar, a large blast is sounded, and Tara, your eyes are glued onto Erig just as in the heat of the moment, as he is about to continue his barrage towards your ogre ally. Half of his torso is just blown off, a scatter of blood, guts and bone throw themselves across your form and the floor behind you both. His body flops down across the weapon and the library goes silent for but a moment. This is where we pick it up. So, after the large is sounded and you see Erig just flop down, the entire chamber just falls silent, and then filled with a grumble. Rayloff, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
For the dancing scimitar, do I need to have line of sight to where it's flying to?
You need to see the creature to be able to tell it to attack it.
Oh, okay. It didn't say that in the text, so I was just a bit confused. And I'm guessing I would not be able to see it. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh no. Oh, that's fine. That's fine then. So I'll just do 2 more attacks into Bar's collar, the gem.
To the gem? Okay, roll 2 attacks for me.
Yeah.
Yas.
Queen, what? Wrong side.
We got an 18 and a 16.
Okay, both of them as you and you go to hit, you just barely glance off the gem and the collar and strike Bar. I want you to roll damage for both attacks.
Okay. That's 2 8s.
8, so 16.
Yeah.
Is that with a modifier?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 2 + 4 and then +2 with the extra.
Nice. Okay.
Actually, as my bonus action then, I'm going to... Actually, would I be able to see it all out of the window?
I mean, you just see like the light peeking through, or the
okay. How high is the window?
The window itself comes up to about, I'd say about 12 feet tall. A lot like a large stained glass
Okay, so I'd
window.
sort of be going like sort of
Like
that.
a
Yeah,
window.
yeah.
Lovely view.
I can see my house from here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just that'll be my turn then.
Okay.
Actually, what I will do, I'll stay there. Sod it.
All right. As you attack and you just barely glance off the collar and strike Bar twice, you pull your halberd out and you just see him, and he just like gears up to just hurl his club towards you, as he is going to turn back straight towards you. Just in this moment, Tara, as you're hearing these sounds of, and you see Rayloff just going at Bar, all you hear just next to you,
Makes just everything even worse. Yeah. Cool. No worries.
so Eric's going to...
Hey, buddy, I wish I could help you. I really can't.
Eric's going to roll a death save.
That's sound awesome.
Okay,
Why
that's
you don't
14.
shoot, buddy?
That's one success.
Woo! Thank God. You can. I trust you. You can be there a little longer. Drink some more blood. It's good.
Alright, that's one
You need it.
success. As you just begin to hear the gargle and just the gasping for breath while drowning in his own blood.
Just fear in my eyes. It's just gonna be like that.
Well, did it go over his health? Because does that mean he has to roll 2 death saves?
No, you go to 0 or below as long as it's not equal to your max health.
I know.
Past 0.
I'm only saying it because he shot Bar.
Yeah.
Well,
I want to do that.
you hear that, and you just barely see him part of his body just twitching, but you still see like part of like half of a lung just kind of inflate, but just wetly gargle as he's trying to catch his breath. Gerald, start of the round. You are up with Theron on deck. What are you doing, Gerald?
Oh, I've definitely got to go with... Yeah, we're going to use Tumble. We're going to go, what's it called, along this sort of bookshelf on the top.
Yep.
So we're going to use that as sort of to step, to sort of jump, running up a bit. I'm going to slash with Alistor against the collar, and then carry on making my way sort of across this way like that.
Okay, so you leap up, and you hop and kick off the wall, and you bring us down. I want you to roll an attack for me.
Where have I put that? There it is. 12.
12. It doesn't hit the collar. Actually, for the collar it does hit. Because you're not going for the gem, you just the collar itself on the back. Okay. Roll for damage for me.
Instead of that.
4, 5, 6, 7 plus 8, so 15.
15, okay, and some of that was lightning damage, correct?
8 of that was physical, and then the rest was lightning.
Okay.
7.
So you see as you come down and you hear the ping of the blade just scrape across the solid metal collar. You see, and Rayloff, you see before you just see like a slight little pulse of electric around the collar, and you see Bar just and you dart away, and you're tumbling over, into that hallway.
Yeah, I tumble across that way, and then into the hallway. Just, in fact, I'll go the extra 5 there.
Okay, awesome.
Just,
I will say, actually no, because tumble you get the disengage, don't you, as well?
I do, yeah.
Motherfucker, doesn't matter. Bar doesn't want to he doesn't want to hit you. Okay, is that all you're doing, or do you want to do anything?
That is all I can do there. Yeah, that's
Okay.
bonus and normal used up.
Alright, Theron, you are up with Tara on deck. What would you like to do?
So I've still got slow in process.
Yep.
All my spells are pretty much concentration. Apart from the spells that I want to save for thingy. I forgot his name.
I have a question to DM.
Yes.
If say a minor illusion appeared,
Mm-hmm.
would it, and you wanted to fool them, would they have to go off intelligence or like a roll to do it? Or
I would say in the moment it depends what kind of distraction, what kind of illusion.
No worries. That's all cool. But say so if it was an allusion to say make a wall, would then they think?
Well,
would they have to make-
no, because if there wasn't a wall there before and they see a wall suddenly, they're going to be like,
Oh yeah, but it's just as a random question.
I would either roll to myself like an intelligence check, or it would be on their turn if I know they're so taken aback by it. It would be the normal perception check to see if it's an illusion or
It's
not.
an illusion.
Yeah.
Not a
that
problem.
looks like a dwarven crafted wall.
Yeah, suddenly appeared from nowhere.
My, the
That's
brickwork.
the dwarves for you.
Yeah.
So Theron,
Wow.
Theron, are you doing anything, or are you just holding on to this slow spell?
I will try momentary stasis on bar again. Yeah, on bar again.
Okay.
However, if he does take damage, then it nullifies it. But
Okay. So
I'll
is
still,
it? So what's
it's
the
a
save?
Constitution saving for
Okay.
15. He'll do it because it's a 15 and he's got good Constitution. But if he doesn't get it, then at least he's held in place. Which
That's-
I'll mark off now.
That's a 10.
Hey.
Very nice.
Rayloff, you see Bar, after that electrical shock, just freezes him for a second before... And as he screams, you just see him... And it's just this wide open jaw, kind of like reminiscent of like a hippo's jaw, wide mouth, the teeth just jagged and blunt inside. As he's leaning down towards you, just screaming with rage in his eyes, you just see his whole form just and just stay there. How long does that last, Theron?
Around.
Okay, awesome.
So, till it gets back to me, I imagine. Or,
Awesome. Yeah, the start of your next turn, or the end of your next turn.
Whichever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you see Theron just as Bar freezes. You look around, Rayloff, and Terry, you can see Theron is just
the end of my next turn.
yeah. You see Theron is just throwing a hand over towards Bar as like the other hand is still moving and creating these arcane incantations and runes that just float above his hands to maintain the slow spell. Awesome. Do you want to move at all, Theron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a minute, let me do some mathematics.
I can count.
One of those are mathematics.
I love mathematics.
No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay, awesome. Tara, you are up.
Okay. In the moment of knowing that Rayloff's trying to take this gem out, or at least aim for his collar, basically, I'm going to like take my arms off of the turning handle now that I can actually do an action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my bonus action to move my arms to push this healing spirit Mogwai over to Rayloff, which it would be.
Yeah, and just as you just slowly move, kind of like a wave in the ocean, you see the spectral Mogwai just and just float over across the battlefield towards Rayloff.
Which is going to heal Rayloff for.
Did
4
Mogwai
HP.
die? And I wasn't here.
It's a healing spirit.
It's a healing spirit.
Oh.
It's the one that kept you alive. Anyway.
All right.
Just saying.
Thank you.
It's the one that saved your ass.
You're welcome.
Oh, what's
You can
that?
thank me later.
What's that? That chronal shift?
Exactly.
How she was?
Yeah. Next discussion. Anyways, and now that I know that Mogwai is doing his mini duty, I'm going to turn around to Eric and use Cure Wounds on him, saying, "You gotta get up, buddy." And
Go on, how much
D8.
is it?
sorry, it bounced and went onto movement pad. 4 plus 4, 8 HP.
Okay. You instantly
I don't know why he just rolled a dice.
see part of his torso, and you see that lung that is just pretty much just completely blown off, and just only a portion of it still hanging out of the rib cage. And you just see the lung itself just fill out and repair enough that you hear that.
It's okay, buddy.
But he is.
It was a lucky shot. It was a lucky shot, I promise.
Eric is beginning to regain consciousness in this moment, and you hear his breathing slowly get better.
Yeah.
Over the next few moments.
While he's trying to get better, I'm going to use whatever little movement it is, because I know it's super close, to kind of like body block anything if it were to come this direction.
Yeah. So after you cast Cure Wounds, and you quickly reassure him, you kind of just then turn. It's kind of swiveling now, like on your knees, to block anything that might catch him behind you. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff.
That'll end my turn.
All right. Let's have a look.
Let's just face that D20 to not have a 1 on the top. Don't know what that.
Theron. Just in this moment,
No.
you hear
No, we don't.
almost directly behind you.
La 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 la.
You hear the similar southern drawl voice. I'm just getting real tired of you. And you feel some device pushed, a blunt device pushed into the center of your back. I want you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Not very nice.
Oh,
Natural 20.
yeah.
Fuck me. Holy shit. Okay. What's
What's going down?
what's the total of that?
Who cares? It's natural 20. Plus 2, so 22.
You see around you just this slight green
But if
spectral.
I'm taking damage, I'll still have to make a roll for.
This spectral, like almost cage or like spider legs begin to wrap around you from behind, and you stay firm in just inside your head, and you see them away, and and all you hear behind you. Well, shit. As you see the form of Duke has appeared behind you.
And oh shit! Why did not? But I didn't know. I should do. I know time.
That's Duke's turn because he's still slowed and can only do one fucking action.
And I'll just be like, so what are you trying to do? Tickle me? Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
You instantly
When I
hear
said that.
you instantly hear down on the other far end of the library, and as Bar steps back, you hear an explosion go off under his foot and behind him.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I
Gerald,
was just doing that so he's back to normal.
Gerald, I want you to roll the damage for the cluster bomb that Bar stepped back on during the swing.
Oh, how did he make the swing?
Hmm?
How did he attack?
Because he's in momentary stasis.
Oh, no, ignore me then. Yeah, no, ignore me. Okay, doesn't matter.
Oh.
That's right, thank you. Okay, alright, brain fart.
Because 3 of those were 6s.
Okay, good. Alright, so you still see Bar as he is frozen in stasis, just down towards you. And he just, there's no way he's doing anything.
So he has to take
Good shit,
damage
Theron.
before
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, thank you for reminding me.
Nice try, mate.
Fuck, okay. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, that's Rayloff, you are up. What would you like to do?
Cool.
You see Bar still frozen.
See, you should have used it for Duke to hit thingy, and then he could have moved.
Now you can get that amethyst.
Yeah, but why would he hit his own possible ally that does more damage?
Would I
As
be
you can
able
see,
to do
there's
that?
stuff like that.
You
You
would.
have to go around the
I would say, however, that you do have to move around the bookcases, but you don't have sight or knowledge of the Duke's there.
Oh, do I not know? Okay.
What's me telepathy? Oh,
I
no,
mean-
it doesn't matter.
I
The
mean-
light's past me thing anyway.
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Whether or not actually did he hear Duke when he said, "Oh shit,"
Oh,
because there's no sound from bar or anything now.
perception roll.
I'm going off your passive perception, and the position of
And your
where
passive
Rayloff
perception
is.
is 2.
No, Rayloff, you wouldn't have heard it.
Oh.
I'd say just in the midst of your rage and you.
Yeah, it's
Everything like the blood is just pumping in your ears.
Sorry, mine's just gone on a little fucking fart.
Mhm.
Did we say we heard a bomb go off?
No.
Ignore me.
Cancelled that.
Ignore me. Yeah, cancel because Bar.
Yeah.
I forgot Bar was in stasis.
Okay, that's
So
cool, that's fine.
don't worry about
I
it.
was, no. So because I was thinking, because obviously I'm on the other side, so
Yeah.
would I be able to have heard it? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm nowhere near it.
Yeah.
But that's fine. At least my brain isn't fucking retarded.
No, it's okay. All right.
I say that in the nicest way.
Okay.
Well, it's only 15 feet away.
It's true, you know what I mean?
I could. I'll say just because I didn't say it in the moment of whoever heard it, then you didn't.
But the only
Okay.
problem is you won't be able to do anything until it's till after my turn anyway. So
Rayloff, what are you doing?
I'm going to. How does climbing work? Is it like half movement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're Adam, then you can literally climb it anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how big are these bookcases? Like 20?
They stand about 12 feet.
Okay. So would I be able to climb onto the bookcase and jump on top of Bar?
would that be classed as damage? You need to ask these questions.
I'll say that is. It'll be. I'd say it'd be your movement to get up and jump onto him.
Okay.
I would like a athletics check from you.
Okay. I'll give it a go. So athletics check then. Non-natural 20.
Yeah, easily done. As you climb up the bookcase, look, you notice. Luckily, although it's like a little bit rickety towards the top, you notice because these ones are still bolted in to the floor. You're not tipping them over as your large Goliath body just hurls yourself up and then leaps over onto Bar, onto his back, which it's just it feels good as you're leaping through the air, but then you remember he's just frozen like that. As you're able to like comfortably get on, but you are on his back. What would you like to do?
A quick question: since he's stunned, is it classed as stunned, or is it just incapacitated?
Incapacitated. If it's instant.
So does that mean I get advantage on an attack, technically?
On him, yeah. And then I'm pretty sure.
Would that also count if
I'm pretty sure incapacitated as well is if you hit with the melee, then it's an instant crit.
Okay.
I'm
Would I
pretty
be
sure.
able to aim
Maybe.
for the gem at that point, or?
I'll say yeah, and you'll have advantage on the attack.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll go for an attack on the gem.
Okay, all right. So just the one attack or two?
I'll do one for now. See
Yeah.
how that goes.
Okay. All right, go for it.
It just says incapacitated creature can't take any actions or reactions.
Okay.
I just looked at me screen.
The screen, yeah. My screen's somewhere above, so I don't.
Yeah,
need it.
yeah. That's alright.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd.
Thank you.
That is 24 to hit, Chief.
24 does hit, so roll for damage for me.
Nice.
Very nice.
That is 14 damage.
14.
Juice.
as you hurl around and you just like crack at the gem, the halberd like kind of like bounces off again, but this time you see like a small, just like a very like short but deep like gouge into that gem, and you all you hear is just like a slight little
Okay.
of a small chunk of the gem that is now being cut out by you.
Okay, another question. Because I technically didn't damage him, is he still incapacitated?
Because you rolled that high for the attack
the way
for the gem, he is still in the stasis.
There we go.
Don't you me rules lawyer bitch, okay? Until I finish what I'm saying.
Yeah, but did my rules lawyering help me out?
Yes, it did.
Maybe
But it's not rules lawyering when you remind me that, oh, they're in the stasis. I'm like, oh, okay, my bad.
Nice one. Thank you for
Okay,
removing
my
that.
bad.
I only have
Yeah,
7
well,
my
doing
bad.
next time, guys.
Okay, good, thank you.
Then I would like to
I mean,
use
yeah.
my second attack
Give me a bonus action, please.
to. Okay, I would like to make a grapple attack
Okay,
on
right. On
Bar.
okay, roll
No.
an unarmed strike for me.
What are you doing now?
It was gonna end anyway.
It was going to end anyway.
By the
Roll-
time it
Roll
went
an
to my
unarmed
turn-
strike for me, Rayloff.
Ours lost his turn already, so it won't matter.
Oh yeah, good point.
Would that,
With
include
advantage.
my strength mod?
Unarmed strike, it depends what it says, just on your D&D.
I say
design.
yeah, plus
So, yeah.
So advantage, 24.
That does hit.
What?
You eagerly just and get around his neck. And you
Why are
see
you doing
and,
that,
and you,
Bob?
and, you, and, you, and you see the form still just frozen with you hanging on his back around his neck. But you have technically grappled him. It's hard to grapple him because he's so large, like at the point of like, you know, keeping him in control. But you are grappled around him, so you have some semblance of effect on him.
Yeah.
Out of interest, what's your weapon?
Great sword.
Well, I have the halberd, hand axe, scimitar.
Multiple.
Actually, yeah. Can I just do that with my halberd? Just
Yeah, easily. Yeah, you just get him around and just lock.
No, you could have prized it inside the collar. Oh, it doesn't matter.
All right, real life. Is that what you're doing?
Well, you might cut his neck.
Uh,
It's very nice.
another
Oh,
question.
Oh, actually,
Because
Oh,
of
yeah.
my new height, can I now see your boy?
You know what? While Bar stands about 16 feet tall, yes, you can see far off in the corner. You see Duke just staring at Theron's back, and now looking around, and he catches your eyes.
Oh, just out of range.
have
Just out of range.
you used a bonus action yet?
Yeah, but that's what I was going to do, but he's out of range. Never mind.
Alright.
I can't do it.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, wait, actually, hold on.
No, you can use your bonus action to shout.
Okay, no.
He's right.
Actually, yeah.
Theron.
Yeah, can I use my bonus action to shout that?
Yeah,
Shout.
I mean, it could
He's
be
over
aggressive.
there by Theron.
Yeah, all of you hear the booming voice of Rayloff announce the Duke is here.
Okay, I'm being stupid again. This
I've
is
got-
Duke.
See, I've got options and I don't really know what to do
This is Duke.
on the next
Amazing,
thing.
thank you.
You
And I definitely would have seen Rail off shot that one.
yeah. Easily. As you see him like clambering on top of the 16-foot tall ogre who's still frozen. But you see his eyes and you see his arm just launch over and point towards the far corner, just under the balcony from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
You hear Eric. He is here.
Oh, not.
And you see him take a couple breaths. And he just reaches a hand out. And as he does, you see just part of the wood underneath you just splinter down under his fingernails.
Lovely.
He is dangerous. Wait until you get a load of me.
and you begin to see his form just crack and change, and his skin just break, and fur begin to replace his form as a snout begins to form on his face, and
it's
all
Chetney.
canine features just break out. And I don't have a mini for a werewolf, but I have got a wolf. So, you see Eric just changes form, and you notice that part of his torso is still partly injured, but a lot less than it was before.
Yeah.
And you just see him, and he's going to sprint down the steps. And Theron, you notice as you're kind of like waiting there, you know Duke's behind you. You hear just a few grumbles and heavy footsteps just around the corner, and you see this large, now imposing, like about 6 foot, 6.5 feet tall, so werewolf staring at you.
You just see Theron just go. Interesting.
And they just barrel towards you, and you see the form just leap up towards you, and just coast over you, and you just hear a clamber to the floor as you see the wolf finds its way on Duke.
As flavour, as he's going over, can I slightly distort time so it takes a little bit longer so I can get a good look at him? and then speed it up to normal.
Just for flavour, in your head you just see this slow-mo just
What
of
the
the
fuck's
form.
that?
And you take in all of the like grotesque sort of like matted grey fur that's covering the form. You see the fangs just sharp, bloody, and like blackened over time through Eric's now werewolf form more, as you see the spit and the drool just drip off.
And in my head, I'm just thinking as it's happening, it reminds me of home.
As reality comes back in, you just hear down onto the ground, and Eric in the wolf form is going to just slash twice on Duke. None of them hit. As you see the claw, and just like claw down on both sides, and you see Duke and just dodge twice, and you all you hear is the claws scrape on wood, just and you see Duke begin to just push himself out from under Eric and begin to stand up, and Eric is just there now in between both of you as Duke is now pushed back into the corner. And all you hear, Theron, now is your area surrounded by just and just snarls and grumbles. That is Eric's turn. Gerald, top of the round, you are up, and this is the 5th round of slow.
Right, we are running forward again now to climb up on top of this bookshelf.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got space enough to stand up, right?
Oh, yeah.
On top of it. Yeah, definitely. So as I stand up, I get full thing. Hey, Duke! Catch, dodge these! And I'm gonna flick cast prestidigitation to light the 2 cluster bombs that are right here.
Oh, cheers, mate!
Okay.
Don't worry, you're out of range. Eric is not.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
What
We should take that into consideration.
As you see, Duke is like pressed against the bookcase, just like for the first
What
time.
about Eric?
Well, for the first time, you see Duke terrified as he's backed up against the bookcase with this grey werewolf form creature you haven't seen before, just leaning over him and just keeping him backed into the corner. And you instantly, and you see sparks as both cluster bombs go off.
That's a DC 15 check.
Okay.
Dex check.
All right.
What's even better about that is, of course, Duke slowed. He gets -2.
Okay. So
Does he have to do one for both?
Let's go for Duke.
Who's AC?
That's up to DM on that. We can do one for each, or just keep it as the same.
I'll say because it's an instant explosion on both. I'll say this is The 1.
Okay.
Okay, so for Duke. What was it?
15.
No,
-2.
is it a Dex? Dex save.
Dex save, yeah.
Okay, so that's
A million.
That's a +2, -2. That's 2 on his roll. And let's go for Eric. A little bit better. 11.
11, so he still fails as well.
Okay,
So
they're
full
taking full
damage
damage.
for both.
You
9,
want- no.
10. That's 13 from the first one. Points of fire damage. And another 6,
I'm
12.
just happy Theron isn't in it.
That's 18 points of fire damage onto the second one.
Oh shit, son.
You instantly see, as the explosions go off,
Eric's gone. Yeah.
you see the form of Eric as the flame washes over both of them. You see his form just, and the flames just begin to lick up and almost just surround Eric and Duke. You see Duke tucked away, but still pushed back into the bookcase from the explosion and into the corner. You see Eric, all of his fur in his form just light up. And you see the form and down onto one knee, just barely holding up from just what you can see. Theron, you can see Eric is barely on death's door right now. After that, as you hide away from the heat of the explosion and the bright light, you see Duke is tucked away and both of them are very hurt. Eric more so.
Ah, shit. The only problem is, you've actually inadvertently, like, by putting Wolfie there, because I was going stop slow and do thunderous clap. and try to do 3d10, but
If we were switched places, Theron, we'd be sorted.
Right, I will finish my action by just having like, damn, I'm good, and that will inspire Rayloff with Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, so that's a D8, D10?
D8.
D8 for you, Rayloff, whenever you want to use it. Okay, awesome. Theron, you are up with Terror on deck.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Theron, what are you doing? You see now the werewolf form after its second wind get absolutely demolished and engulfed by flames as the flames just still flicker but are slowly like being put out. You just see steam rising from the burnt and blackened fur all over.
Right.
Thanks.
You won't guilt trip Theron. The question is, do I think about the battle or do I just...
What are you doing?
What Theron are doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What, Theron?
I know Theron had just stopped the slow and just thunderous clap that bastard.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
More damage on him.
Literally do whatever you want.
The only problem is, if he survives, he's going to get more attacks.
Mate,
But-
don't you worry.
Or I can momentary stasis him, but the only problem is, he might ping it and somebody's just
Well,
going to do damage.
You decide what you do. What are you doing?
Coin.
We already know he'd do thunderous clap, so fuck it. I'll drop the concentration on the ode.
On the slow?
Thing, yeah.
You see in the moment, as Duke is like tucked away and he's moving his arm slowly. As you drop it, you see his arm. And you see his form return to normality.
Let me just read thunderous clap, even though I've already thingied it. Ooh, it is a Constitution saving throw 15.
Okay, so you're casting a thunderclap.
Yeah.
Okay, so and that is in front of you, correct?
It depends if I move beforehand. 5, 10. It's each creature within 10 feet of the space that. Oh, the space that. Bollocks, drop me thing. In the space that I've left. So I'll need to move first.
Okay, you do whatever you want to do.
I will. Oh, 10 feet. I might actually be able to not. No, I'd still be in it if I was there. Fuck's sake. I don't care. Fuck it.
Okay.
See you, Ron. Right, so I'll move there. I'll move here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to thunderclap the bastard, and I can move to 90 feet away. And Constitution saving throw save of 15.
Okay. So that's going to hit both of them.
Okay, cool.
All right. Okay, Duke first. Con save.
Oh, good.
Constitution save. That is a 17. A lot better than I thought it'd be.
Okay. So that didn't do nothing, so it's half damage.
Okay.
Great.
And Eric, who is barely even there. 22.
Okay, so half damage for everyone. What a failure.
Go on, roll for
one?
the damage.
Damage is damage.
Which one's the D10? The 0 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
0 is 10.
8. 3.
So 11, 19. Yeah, 6, 8. No.
6, 8, 3, I got 17.
9, 10, 11,
Yeah,
12,
17.
13,
My bad, yeah.
15, 16,
And then
Yeah.
half to 8.
Okay. 8
And
damage.
then I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20.
As all of you in the chamber, you hear just a clap of thunder sound from inside the library and shake. You see the books, all of the books just
Oh, and the thunderclap goes for 300 meters.
okay.
Past
Just in case it goes outside and people can hear it. Does any glass shatter?
all of them.
The sound as it and all the books inside just shake. You see the bookcases kind of partly crack. You see the 2 large stained glass windows at the front and the one just above Duke at that corner. And 3 large stained glass windows just blow up and glass just is jettisoned away from the library.
How badly hurt is he looking?
First of all, you see as Duke takes the damage but like locks his feet in place, and you see and he just holds almost steadfast, while you see Eric as he is down on one knee, and you hear the thunder clap, and his body just drops to the ground and is pushed into the corner and the side of the balcony here, where you notice that his form just goes limp. And you see the form quickly, the fur just begin to disappear and was replaced by skin. You see the dwarvish form of Eric just lying there.
Oh, I thought he succeeded on the save.
He
Oh,
did.
he's still 2k damage. Yeah, don't worry.
So,
How badly thingy does thingy look? Dukey boy? Archibald?
Archie, he's looking hurt.
It would have been looking a lot more hurt if it...
So, Theron, is that all you're doing for now?
Um,
Movement and thunderclap.
Can I... Do I have to use a bonus action for me telepathy?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay, that's fine. Damn it. And I know he's going to attack me next turn if I use it. Damn it. But never mind. I'll do it. I'll use telepathy and go to Terra.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, get on the fucking gun right now.
just completely meta-wise, I wouldn't be able to see him.
Yeah.
Well, the gun won't be able to aim.
Yeah, you can.
at him.
Yeah, you can.
It's not flat, it's high, and he's lower. He's 30 foot down. I'd have to shoot through the ground, pure concrete.
Yeah, no, the other gun he had, that went through everything. Give it a go.
No.
Yeah. See how many times it hit us through wood and that. You're not going through a bootcase, you're only going through normal wood.
And the floor.
You're not going through a
Made of wood.
bookcase. You're going through normal wood. I love that. Just the phrase itself. I love it.
You don't know, he might hit some magical book and he'd be like,
Okay, so Tara, what are you doing?
With my
Get-
bonus action,
get-
I'm going to
get
use my
on
arm
the
to
gun.
pull Mogwai closer
Hmm.
and point towards Eric's now human-like body, which moves him to.
No, he's hurt, you need to kill him
Right now, you can't see him unless you go to the very edge of the balcony and look over.
Then
Hey,
I
now let's
will
go on the
use
gun.
that small amount of
Yeah.
movement to be
Okay.
able
Just
to see
want
him.
to let you know.
Yeah, that's cool. He's going to heal Eric for 6 HP.
Nice.
And now being able to see Duke and already kind of knowing he was already there, let me just move my character down.
Oh, in that case, Theron looks like you're disgusted. Like you missed an
You
So
opportunity.
you see the spectral mogwai just float down, and as soon as he touches the dwarvish form of Duke, he just begins panting again.
You mean Eric?
Sorry, Eric.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
did I say Duke?
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
Yeah,
Okay,
you said
you know what? Fuck me. You know what I'm on about. Yeah,
People
Eric.
out there.
Eric, as he pants, he just sees you, Tara. Thank you. And he tries slowly to get up.
Pointing with my arms out. Tarata, you can help me again. And I'm going to a mini little portal that's going to appear right in front of Duke, literally 2 foot in front of him.
Okay.
Spirit-like eyes are going to appear towards the portal, and out of the portal, jumping straight at him, 8
Here's your mum.
constrictor snakes are going to attempt to grapple and hurt him to point off. Like one's going to go for its arm, the other leg, the 2 around the chest and 2 around the neck.
The
Okay.
question I've got: are they under your control, or do they just attack the first thing that's there?
They are under my control. They're also an ally to. Let me clarify what it actually says.
Yeah, I'm just making sure because I don't want to attack Theron.
Definitely Theron. Some creatures are friendly to you and your companions, which right now Eric is my.
Theron isn't.
Yeah, I know. Fucking hell. All of them go to Theron, actually. Yeah. No. So they're gonna do constrict. So I'm going to see if they hit, only because for each one it's going to see if they actually hit them. I'm going to have to do it 8 times.
Mhm.
Benefit is to get +4.
Okay.
So +4 to hit. First one gets a 23.
That definitely hits.
20.
That hits.
14.
Hits.
22.
Hits.
That's 4. 23.
Hits. Fuck me.
5.
Doesn't hit.
No. 19.
Hits.
So last one. 18.
Hits.
Okay, so 7 of them are doing.
Are they poisonous? Please say they're poisonous.
They're not poisonous.
Ah, they're venomous.
So he is definitely grappled, but he's grappled by 7 of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so he'd have to make that many grapple checks. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So he's
Go for it.
he takes, and this is for the. I'm going to count the ones that he hits. So he takes 4 damage off one.
Mhm.
if it helps bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
He takes 9 damage from a second.
Okay.
He takes the full damage of 10 from the third. He takes 5 damage from the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
He takes 7 damage from the fifth.
This is amazing.
He
Going up.
takes 4 damage from the sixth. And he takes 5 damage from the seventh.
Fucking hell.
Okay,
And,
well,
he's, if he has lived through that, he's now grappled, and he's going to have to escape. If he wants to escape it, he can obviously try to escape, but he's going to have to make a DC check of 14 on each 7 to be
Okay.
able to
Alright.
fully.
and Theron, even though he was disgusted with you before, he looks at all this and goes, huh.
Yeah, I
As-
had to put it next to it because
Yeah.
it only has a 5-foot
Yeah,
reach.
you now see as the portal
Yeah.
just appears, and all you hear filling the chamber now, just as all 8 just slither out and just begin to wrap around Duke. He kicks one away, but the other 7 just begin to grapple and wrap around his arms, his chest, his legs, and you all see them begin to just squeeze on his form, and you see he is just trapped in this corner in a bind of scales and reptiles.
This attack is Theron approved.
Yeah. The sexy part about it as well is because I use my bonus action to heal first, it drops concentration, and then it's concentration. So
Nice.
I get both
So,
uses
okay, awesome.
of the spell.
I like it, like it.
Really,
That ends my turn.
really,
And
really good
obviously
move.
It's going to be the end of
Yeah,
their turn.
really good
Yeah, I'm
turn.
proper impressed with that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
You
yeah. Theron has a new respect. Has a new
Yeah.
respect. It's Eric.
Yeah, thank you.
you see Duke, and he just begins to look down as much as he can towards his hands.
Oh, it's going to be a bomb somewhere.
And you see just his
I do have the
hands
stats.
kind of just slowly just struggling against the constrictors to go into a pocket, and you hear it, and his form and appears
Oh, that sounded like a right bullshit move.
behind you.
After
Still,
that attack.
is he still constricted?
No,
He came out of all
as
the snakes.
he would be free away from all of the
Yeah,
all
but
of the
would you
snakes.
not have to make a roll to see if you could go into his pocket and do something?
No, because it only stops
No,
movement.
it puts disadvantage on your attacks, and you can still make
Speed,
actions
sorry.
when you're grappled or when you're grappled like that or constrained. In this
Oh,
case,
that sounds like. That I don't know.
Tara,
Yeah.
you hear,
Yeah,
you look down and you see his form vanish, and all the snakes just like flop to the ground, just sliming over each other and slithering, and then you hear behind you. Nice try. And you hear a large, loud explosion. He's going to make an attack against you with his
Okay.
blunderbuss.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Natural 20.
Okay, it does hit me. I will roll for keep concentration. of-
Okay.
What's this?
Alright.
Yeah, it's 25 to keep concentration up. So, yes.
Alright.
Which
Okay.
I'm very happy I've got resilience.
Alright. Cool.
Yeah,
So with the violence shot of a natural 20 from behind you, let me get the right die.
Swear to God, I'm going to stick my thumbs in his eyes.
As you should.
Alright.
As you should.
So you take. Oh fuck.
Right.
27, 54, 56 points of damage.
Okay, I'm still up.
As
Not by a lot though.
as the first blunderbuss, you just feel an just an immense push sensation against the balcony barrier, and you feel just a burning in your back as shrapnel just like plasters itself across your back and pushes you into the balcony before you hear a and he's going to make another attack against you with the blunderbuss.
If it hits, I'm dead.
So,
Yeah, I'm on 0. Sorry, let me clarify.
okay,
I'll be
well,
on 0.
19 to hit.
It does hit.
All right, let me are we talking?
Unless he gets a 1 on what? Does he get a plus on anything?
Yeah,
How much is a plus?
+2.
Okay, you'd have to roll 3. Oh, no, 2. No, 2. Yeah, you'd have to roll a 2.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see if I get 1s on these dice. No, 13
No,
plus 2.
I'm on 0.
Terra, just as you are pushed a second time by the second blast, you just see the battlefield just go hazy in this moment, and the darkness begins to take over. Gerald
Yes.
and Theron and Rayloff, you're on Bar's back.
Yeah.
You all hear these two blasts sound different from the thunderclap, different from the other shots, and you just see Terra, her unconscious form, over the banister and over the railing of the balcony, just limp and lifeless, and just you see her back barely raise to catch any minuscule amount of breath as unconsciousness takes her, and she's lying limp over, and you see Duke just standing behind her. And you see his eyes straight away go to the weapon that's set down on the floor. And he leaps down and grabs the weapon, or grabs the handles of the weapon. In this moment, Rayloff, as you're looking...
Who grabs the handles of the weapon, sorry?
Duke.
Oh, imagine that, Terra!
As he steps over to the weapon.
I wouldn't know because I'm unconscious at this point.
So,
Okay.
in this moment, as all of you just see Terra's unconscious form slumped over the railing of the balcony, you hear... And as Bar steps back, Gerald, I want you to roll for the cluster bomb explosion. As all of you hear, as he steps back between the roar, you hear... And just shrapnel and just shards of metal rain out.
He takes 13 points of fire
Right,
damage.
well, it's a deck save, isn't it?
Yes, it will be.
Okay.
Does grapple stop movement, or is it just?
It can when it's a form that is
Okay,
like
yeah.
yours or smaller kind of deal. Because he's so colossal, I'm saying the grapple, you are slowing his movement down and affecting him, but not as much as you would if you could grapple to like headlock
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
Alright, so that is a fuck me, natural one, doesn't matter. He takes full damage.
13.
13.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm guessing because I'm on his back, I don't need to roll. Because it would be like 16 feet up.
Foot radius, if you want to go off that.
Rayloff, roll a dex save with disadvantage for me.
I gained advantage because it's a trap.
Yes, and it's a trap you can see. Yes, okay, yeah. With your, what was it called? Awareness or something like that. Or,
Something like that, yeah.
but yeah,
So
go.
does that mean it's a flat roll?
So flat roll.
14. To be fair, I don't think it matters because I take half damage anyway.
So 14,
Oh wait, is it fire damage?
it's fire
It's
damage.
fire damage.
Oh,
Yeah, so you take full. So, what was that? It was the 13. 13 points of fire damage to you, Rayloff, as you feel the flame just envelop you and lick up your back as you're holding onto Bar, and you hear both Rayloff and Bar and Bar is actually no, he's not bothered about you being on his back. He's going to move forward towards Gerald, and Gerald, as he does, another explosion of a cluster bomb just under his foot.
I have a question for mostly DM, but question for Realoff. Your what's it that when he moves away, you hit because you're on him? Does that do anything, or is it you are forced movement?
Forced movement on him.
I mean, it would also still be in the 5-foot radius technically.
Yeah, fair enough. No worries. That's me then. Cool, not a problem.
I mean, if he attacks,
deck save is a 4 on Bar, and Realoff same flat roll.
That's better. 15.
15. I think that's exactly what you need. So that's half damage to you, full to Bar.
And this is 14 points of damage this time.
14. Just whittling him away.
I found out these bombs are actually pretty fucking good.
As he does, as the explosion actually in that range. Gerald, roll the deck save for me.
I'm in range.
Flat roll for me.
Yeah. 17.
Yeah, all right.
That was flat 17.
Yeah, so you take 7 points of fire damage as the explosion licks up, and you see all the books below you now singed and just fluttering with flame. Your attention then is drawn back to Bar as all you hear is and he's going to slam down. He's going to slam down twice on you, Gerald.
Is that with disadvantage with that?
No, flat roll.
I'm grappled. Oh, okay. Can I use my reaction to try and move him out? Make him go off target?
Like lean or something?
I'll say, not for the first attack, but for the second one, as he's rearing back again, I'll have you roll. Okay, I'll say roll an athletics check, and it'll be against the value of his second attack. If you match or beat the second attack, then you can steer him off course to not hit Gerald a second time. But for the first one, Gerald.
Yeah.
Fucking natural 20, bitch! Yes!
Oh, shit.
Okay.
The first one didn't go well for me, though. The second one might not.
Okay. So you take...
Oh, whoa. Carry on going.
Okay, thank you, sir.
The belt that we're wearing does something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, you reminded me.
Yeah,
Alright, I've got that number in my hand. Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
I was just thinking, what can I do?
Okay. Let's see, hold on. Okay, 17.
But yeah, you do your stuff first, yeah.
36 points of damage to you, Gerald, from this first hit.
Oh.
As the club comes crashing down, and as he rears back up, athletics check, Realoff, and it'll be against the attack.
Oh, so I used the inspiration, so that is 25.
You know what? He rolled a 6 and is plus 7. So 13. You beat him entirely. As Gerald, you see Bar raise up, and the club with the dangling anchors still on the club. And as he rears back and hurls down, you see Realoff kind of climb up on one shoulder and just full elbow and body push into his face, and you see the club and Bar, and you see the entire bookcase on the right of you just crumble to nothing of parchment and spines and wood, just all smashed to nothing.
Theon's just like, what a waste of books.
That is Bar's turn. He's not going to move. He's going to stay there. Terra? Actually, no. Okay, no, ignore me for now. You're as you are for now.
As okay.
Yeah.
But the belt has done something.
It might do.
It might do.
Rayloff.
Yeah, the
Rayloff.
problem is,
I was
Yeah,
wearing the
yeah.
belt this way.
I'm the closest to Terra, and I have no potions.
Rayloff, you are up with Eric on deck. So what are you doing?
Okay. So, the first attack, I'm going to try and, because I can do this because it's one size up. I'm going to try and shove Bar down.
Okay, all right. I think that's just roll for a unarmed strike for me.
Athletics versus
Does it?
athletics or acrobatics. That's what it says.
So it's is that a challenge for the grapple? Because usually that's grapple athletics against acrobatics for a grapple to maintain grapple. If they try and
That's what it
escape.
says.
already
The
grappled,
target
so-
must be instead of making an attack roll, you make a strength
Yeah.
athletics
Okay.
check
Yeah, that's fine.
versus the target strength or athletic or acrobatics.
Yeah. Okay. So did you
Do
say
I gain
target-
anything from being on top of him while grappling?
You know what? You're already
Where's the last?
grappled. I'm gonna say advantage. Fuck it. Why not?
Nice.
So so he can roll the strength check.
yeah,
wait,
it's
time.
athletics
Athletics. Okay. Cool.
or acrobatics, whichever.
Fuck. I mean,
What did you roll?
it's a good modifier. It's 14.
25.
You,
It's a
Gerald,
good modifier.
Gerald, you see Rayloff.
It's a fuck you modifier.
You see Rayloff just as Bar rears back up. You see Rayloff still on top of his head, and you see him stand on his shoulder and just kick off. And as he does, almost like a reverse headlock under him, wrapping round, kicking off and pushing his weight back onto Bar. And you see Bar, and all of
Yeah,
you
and
feel
also-
a slight into the ground.
Just for. Can I choose which way I push him?
Yeah, absolutely.
So. Yeah, I'm just going to push him that way, just
Yeah.
away from.
Okay.
So he's on his back then.
Yeah. You see Bar is just, after that rumble in the ground and a loud crack of wood and bookcases, books flying everywhere, and Bar partly covered in some of the books from the case that he just knocked over on, like, with all the books over himself. You just see the large ogre on his back, prone. Awesome. Good shit, Rayloff. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to. Would that be fair to say that I could move to that?
Yeah, it's fairly straight.
Actually, would I be here or would I be where?
You'd be on Bar.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'd be there. So yeah, so
I'd-
I will move to there.
Yeah. I'll give you that. Yeah.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to.
Well, you used your action to shove, and then your movement. Okay, yeah. Ignore me.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my bonus action to Dancing Scimitar to Duke. So put it
You-
next to him.
You can't see him from here.
Okay, so that's fine. Then I will just move here.
Have you got that movement though?
Yes, I had exactly 5 feet left.
Okay. All right.
You're just directly in front of the barrel. No biggie.
Yes. That's why I didn't want to move there initially.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll. That's fine. So I will put my Dancing Scimitar up there as my bonus action then, and make that attack with it,
Okay.
using the bonus action.
All right. Roll for an attack with the dancing scimitar.
Natural 20, baby.
Nice. Okay. Roll for that. Roll for the damage.
Who's this going to? Who's this
God
going
damn
to?
it.
Duke.
Who'd you think?
Oh, you're throwing it.
Well, yeah, hold
It's
this.
magic scimitar.
It's fine because I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. Alright, Theron's been away.
Yeah.
So
You're
that's
just amazed.
yeah, by the magic scimitar.
What's that?
Not the wolf,
So
No.
just the scimitar.
As
Just
8
imagine
slashing damage.
8, that's still good. Still 8 damage.
Lowest I could have rolled.
That's okay. Still awesome.
Oh.
Great fucking turn, dude.
Still
Great turn.
damage.
Well, it's not over yet. I still get my other attack. Don't I? Is that 2 attacks?
It has to be in the same attack action.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Does
didn't
it?
realise.
Isn't it 2 attacks per action, but the grapple is an action? I know I'm just making it worse.
The shove was the action.
Yeah, but but isn't it 2? Is it? It's 2 actions per attack.
Two attacks per action.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that grapple or whatever you used is an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
But-
would choose one or the 2 attacks.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's either the action to shove or the action to attack.
Yeah, which
Yeah. So you don't have any attacks available right now, Rayloff, because you use your action to shove.
Isn't that technically an attack?
yeah, but you either choose to attack twice or use an action to do something else.
Yeah. So it's,
okay.
yeah. So it's
Use
either
the
shove.
attack action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you kind of sacrifice the extra
That's
attack
fine.
to be able to do.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I get that. Yeah.
That's the only sucky part about what
But the scimitar just hurls itself up and just stops right next to Duke before it and slashes him down, and you do see just like part of his robes or his coat is just severed off, and you see part of it just hanging off now, and the blood just dripping through his shirt. Damn it. It is now Eric's turn. Eric is going to reach into his cloak, and he's going to pull out a small red pot and heal himself. Let's see, D4s. Fuck me.
Cheeky bonus action.
That's 3 points of healing. Right, no, sorry, 4 points. It's better than nothing, I guess. And he is going to.
Did he roll 2 ones?
Yeah.
Shit! God damn!
I
was
know.
thinking, is it 2d4 plus 2? Because that means he must have rolled fucking
Yeah,
ones.
yeah. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
But you see, Eric, in his
Good roll.
dwarvish form, after he drinks his health potion, he just starts like backing into the corner slightly, just for a second. Is he up there?
Can I
Does.
say something?
Yeah.
He's on the gun.
Stay away! As Eric
I did
just
tell
begins to
Tara
push away.
telepathically, but she wasn't listening.
That is Eric's turn. Gerald's top of the round. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I am going to. Is it feasible to go from here and be able to like jump across like that? Just my
From
normal
here,
movement.
like the balcony up here, is set like the very plateau of the railing is about 40 feet from ground. So you are.
How high the bookshelves?
The bookcase
Oh,
is 12.
That's still
so
20 foot higher than me.
yeah, it's 20 foot higher.
Yeah, that's fine. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Jump down 25, 30. Yeah, we can make it up there. We're going to use tumble as well. So we can
Okay.
tumble, run up the stairs, come along here, and get to. Yeah, we can get to here when we activate it. We are now going to run past Duke and well, everybody at this rate. And then we're going to pull Alistair down and go, a gift returned. And he's going to activate the lightning bolts at all 3 charges to
Okay.
hit on the Duke.
Shit. All right. That's a.
Does it come from you or does it come from
Come from the sword.
sound?
It's a deck save, correct?
It is a deck save.
Okay.
And just need to. It's an extra d6 for each one.
12.
He fails. It was a 17 he needed. And he's now going to take 11d6 damage.
Okay.
So
Yeah!
first set. 6, 7, 8,
Get on the gun, he said.
11,
Keep it high.
14, 19. That was a fairly low roll set. And then the next 5.
Don't worry. Wait till my turn.
That's
I'm
a
so
bit
going to
better.
do thunderclap again.
Well, I said 14 before, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Yeah, 14. So 19, 25, 26, 29, and 31.
I mean, I'd
31
help
points
Terra,
of
but
lightning
I
damage.
literally don't have anything.
All right. As all of you begin to stagger up the stairs, as Duke is prepped there, Gerald, you hurl yourself across the bookcases, covering a large distance, hopping over and tumbling and somersaulting up past Duke, pulling out Alistair again and aiming it straight towards him, and you begin to see the build up, and you shoot the lightning bolt. How do you want to do this?
Thunder.
I'm gonna have the lightning come out as first, like this massive. Well, yeah, it's 5 foot fucking wide and not for long. So a
You-
large dragon maw.
I use chronal shift. No, I'm joking.
Right.
To miss.
Will come out across, firing at you. But then with this, you're going to have sort of like an elongated body coming out, and then an extra shots of sort of lightning is going to arc around, so that as this more and then the things come in, they're just going to collide together in one big ball of lightning.
Awesome.
Gerald?
Shot around him.
Gerald, is this lethal or non-lethal?
That's a very good question. We're going with lethal. He's pissed me off.
As the lightning
That's a good question.
Oh,
The lightning
Fair
builds
enough,
up on
fair enough.
Alistair, and you aim,
I-
and you feel the energy surge from the sword into you, and then you and just force it back through the sword. The sword itself unleashes the large torrent of lightning, just and it shoots and arcs, and as it comes back on itself, you see Duke, and it just slams him and encases him in this electricity and begins to fry his skin. You see smoke coming off him. You just hear as all of his body is just being melted. And as the lightning disappears, Alistair calmed down. No lightning whatsoever coating the blade. You look to see a lifeless and dead form of the Leonin Duke. On the ground, part of the fur is all matted, melted, and singed away. Part of the face is just melted and burned down to nothing. The coat and the body is just almost forming its own pool of like gelatinous just glue under him from his own skin and fur, plastered to the ground. Smoke rising gently as wisps from his body, and the ever so sudden, just silent twitch from the body as the lightning still courses. You hear in this moment still as you hear the heavy footfalls of Bar slam down, beginning to charge towards all of you when it can. And that's where we're going to take a quick break and come back in just a short while to pick it up from there. Alright, everyone who's watching, everyone, we're going to go away for 10 minutes, go get snackies, go to the bathroom. We're going to do that, and we'll be back in 10, and we'll pick it up from there, continuing this crazy, insane fucking fight. But we'll see you in just a short while. Alright, welcome back to the game. So, as we come back into the combat initiative, just as Duke has been electrified and melted into the ground by Gerald wielding the new sword Alistor, you hear the grumble and roar of Bar still kick in as his footfalls begin to... you hear the large roar from Bar, because I forgot before that he was still prone. Just echo through, just a... and it just shakes the walls around all of you. Coming back in, Theron, you are up with Terra on deck. Theron, what would you like to do?
On the floor. Yeah.
I would like to cast slow on Bart.
Okay, what save is that?
Wisdom, DC 15.
Fucking wisdom.
Good job. Bar's very wise.
So wise.
It's a 9 on his wisdom save.
He is slowed.
He's
Alright.
fast. What?
You see the form as he is beginning to just try and get himself up. And attempting to get up. Awesome. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Theron? Do you want to move or use anything else? After the slow has taken effect on Bar.
I can't momentary stasis as a bonus action because that's an action.
Yeah.
No, I'll stay where I am. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Tara,
Yeah.
as the chamber, all the noises begin to whir and merge into one, not knowing of what's going on as your vision is still blurry, you feel darkness begin to slowly take before your body. All of you that can see Terra, see the belt just squeeze in slightly, and then as it lets go, just a wave of green just all around your form, and the belt just crumbles to the ground in dust. And as your eyes shoot open, you feel an immense rush in your heart right now. For the next, you are on 1 HP.
1 HP.
And until the end of your next turn, you are hasted.
Oh.
So hasted for 2 turns.
There's
Or
me.
hasted, hasted for 2.
I was waiting when the chronal shift on hand, like. Okay.
So Terra, you are up 1 HP. You turn around and you see just a melted puddle of fur and skin and metal and coat and fabric behind you, just behind the Rotary Mark II.
Heal yourself, Terra.
And you see Bar over. All you hear is the grumbles as he's trying to get up. That's all you hear and all you see right now.
Nice.
But you are hasted until the end of your next turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to cure wounds myself. In fact, I'm going to say, yes!
It just roided it out of your mind.
Yes! Cure wounds myself, which I will do now. D8 plus 4. That's a 6 plus 4, which is 10 HP. Which I will happily take. And so, sorry, Bar! And push out my hands, and he will be able to see it, so no need to roll. I'm going to cast Spike Growth.
Mm-hmm.
In a, it says 20-foot sphere,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to put 5 behind him and 50 in front of him.
Okay.
We get a circle drawn. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then we get that, put that here, and then hopefully drop this down. I want to. It would be slightly further, but I can't.
Oh, do you want me to do it? Where do you want it further? Up or down? Or left or right?
Slightly up, but it's literally half. So like half between. Yeah, sorry.
Like that.
Yeah. So yeah. Let me just see if I press.
If you want to move it like really precisely, hold Alt as you drag it.
Oh, awesome.
And it won't snap to the boxes.
Lock. Sick.
So put it wherever you like.
There.
Awesome.
Yeah, there.
So what spell is that?
So it's spike growth.
Okay. And that's a saving throw on him.
It isn't because he has seen it. He only does a roll if he doesn't see it. Let me just confirm.
Well, he is prone on his back right now, looking up to the ceiling.
So awesome. He must must take a Wisdom Perception check against a spell DC to recognise that the terrain has now become hazardous.
Okay, so perception check. That is a 9 on his part.
No, he doesn't see. So when he gets up, it's gonna look normal.
Okay.
But the ground has now. It's gonna be like from the. Is it like brick flooring or is it like wood flooring?
Wooden, like laminate wooden.
So once the wood seemed all like rough and horrible because of all the damage that's been dealt, through the gaps and the cracks through all the flooring, there's going to be like mossy, thorny pricks and just shit that you would think.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to step on that. It's going to be fucking everywhere.
Okay, so as Terra casts this ability, anyone who can see the flooring just nearby just begin to see like a dark shade of green moss and thorns begin to just seep out from under the floorboards and coat the entire floor in that sphere. Awesome.
To him, it's going to seem like it never changed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just make confirm as well. It becomes difficult terrain for the duration, and then if he moves 5 on 5 foot for every 5 foot, he takes 2d4 piercing damage.
Okay, awesome.
But it's just so he's slowed, and he's slowed through rough terrain, so it's like he's quartered his speed. He's very slow.
He's double slow.
Does it affect us as well?
So
In that 20-foot range, yeah.
Okay.
If you're within that circle, yes.
But we still have to sort him out.
Yeah, but it's going to be super
So,
slow, so it
Tara,
means we have more time to.
Is there anything else you'd like to do? You are hasted.
I'm going to.
Ocean.
No, I've healed enough. I'm happy. I'm going to. Would I have been prone?
I would say no, because you were over the banister, still kind of on your feet, just slumped over.
Hoosey. I'm going to right myself up, and I'm going to waddle my way to Duke's corpse.
Okay.
And see. No, I'll have to use that as an action. So, be ready on Duke's corpse to do an action.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Awesome. And remember, you are hasted all the way until the end of your next turn as well.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's fine.
Cool. Okay.
T-Ron just goes. Any weapons? Fine, or at least let me look at them.
I do ask a question. Does it use the spell haste, or is it just the benefit of 2 actions? Because does that mean that even though it's good for 2 rounds, does that mean I also get the downgrade of and fucked for a round?
It's for the bounce that Eric gave you. As this effect hits you, you're unsure as to whether it will give you the downside effect afterwards,
Yeah, just in the
or
knowledge
not.
of haste.
You'll just have to
Okay.
find out.
See, not a problem.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that ends my turn.
Alright,
though.
cool.
I can't do anything.
Alright, it is Bar's turn.
Is it?
No. Oh, yeah, because Duke's not
Yeah,
around.
Because Duke's on holiday. In the
Oh
Astral
yeah,
Sea.
I'm last on.
Yeah.
in the 9 house.
Forever.
You see Bar as he stands up. That is half of his movement, which was halved.
Yeah, it makes no difference to my rough.
Yeah,
trade.
no. So it's halved.
It's only if he
So
moves.
he only has 30 feet, then he has 15 feet. Half of the 15, we'll just round up as 10. He can move 5 feet. So he moves right there. As you notice, as he gets up. And what you notice though is when he gets up, you see that gem, that amethyst, just flickers. And the purple just fades out.
As he
Before,
takes 8 damage, 8 piercing damage in his feet.
as he does, you notice the gem just full, like just very bright red fills the gem, and you see his size double as the form just grows and grows and grows, and you see the bookcases just being broken by the sides. You see his head just towering up and up and up and up and up, now standing full height at about 35 feet tall.
Nice.
And as he takes that step, you see the floor underneath crack, and all of the entire library just shakes slightly. And as he does, he takes 8 points.
8 piercing damage, yeah. I rolled 2 4s.
Alright. Okay.
With him being bigger, does that mean he would then have crossed more than 5 foot? Even though he only steps 5 foot? Like, would he be massive and then go?
It's pretty much as he gets as he grows, he took that 1 step, and he finishes the growth after that step. So he only moved the 5 feet. Now he's standing, but you notice as he turns towards all of you, and you just see like his body. You just hear like a more dull thud under 1 foot. Gerald, I want you to roll damage for a cluster bomb, as he is going to make a dexterity save. Yeah, no, won't do shit with a 7. I'm rolling shit now.
It's a -2.
5. He rolled a 5 then.
That's 16.
To AC and -2 to AC and Dex, please.
Okay, so that's minus 15.
16.
16, sorry. Awesome. Okay. Alright. That is Bar's complete turn, which is amazing. Rayloff, you are up with Eric on deck. What would you like to do?
So for damaging scimitar, I can move it up to 30 feet. Yeah, okay. So I will use my bonus action to move the sword across 30 feet.
Yeah.
Or would you say that's in ranged
No.
to or no, that's fine.
It's just,
So
I'd say just 5 feet short or so.
Yeah, so just so I know
Can you
it's
not move
there.
any further?
No, I can move. I'm just saying the scimitar can't move. So then I will.
Yeah, but if you moved further, wouldn't the
No,
scimitar
the
be
scimitar
going
has
further?
30 feet movement regardless of where you are from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't it thrown from where you are?
It's already in animation where Duke was,
Oh, okay.
so it can only
Yeah.
move 30
Oh,
feet
okay,
on its own
okay,
accord.
okay.
So I'm gonna move to there. It's 25 of movement.
All right. As you sprint up, and you know you've always known Bar to be huge, but as you get up to his feet, you look up, and it's almost like standing next to a moving building. He is just immense.
Right. How high up is where the gem would be?
About 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, that works then. I'll throw. I'll do an attack to throw a javelin.
Okay, right. Roll for an attack for me if you're aiming for the gem.
Well, it's 26. I accidentally hit it. I was gonna do it anyway.
No, that's
but-
okay. 26 does hit. Roll for damage for the javelin, please. Which I think is 1d6.
Oh yes, that is 12 piercing.
Nice. And as you launch the javelin up, and you see it just like hit and break away, and you see another chunk of the gem just slightly fall down. As his entire form has grown larger, so is the collar and the gem, and as it hits the ground, it's almost like a hand size to fill your hand of a piece of the gem just on the ground. And you see it like dim slightly before it just brightens up even more.
I'm gonna throw another then.
Okay, roll for an attack for me.
23.
Fucking hits again, roll for damage.
Thank
Come
God,
on, max hit.
if it-
Oh,
Because if he fails,
all.
Colonel Shift.
that's 7.
7.
piercing.
Okay, awesome. You hit it, and you notice as the javelin hits and it breaks off and hurls towards the ground. You look at the gem, and you see another very visible crack, just spiderweb out slightly in the gem. That's awesome. Is that all you're doing? I think that's all.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, all right. Eric is up, and all you hear, Eric, as you as Theron, you kind of turn, you can see Eric just pouring down another potion. Nice max rolls, so 4, 8, 10. Fuck yes, on the healing, bitch.
Can I shout something out to Eric actually, quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll just say, hit the gem.
All you hear Eric say after you shout that, I will destroy it. And you just, as Eric begins to move, he moves with almost unnatural speed as like Gerald. You notice Eric as he almost gets on all fours and just leaps up. And as he jumps, you see the fur just his form almost just like break in the air as it turns into the wolf form, into the werewolf form. And he begins to move on all fours and like leaping on one bookcase and hurling himself across. Let's have a look for the increased movement. Oh, easy. He hurls himself across bookcases and just on top of walls and over to here to Bar.
Yeah, does he make an attack?
Hold on. What? Who?
Eric.
Yeah, hold on for a sec. So Eric just leaps himself and almost unnaturally just climbs on the bookcases and leaps and continues.
He's going to need to make a wisdom perception check.
Okay. Natural 20.
He
Topping
will
him
see
off
that
at
it's so cool. It's
21.
Got it. Yeah. He's going to know that the floor has been transformed into
Okay.
what's its terrain. So
I'll
if
say
he's going to go through it, unless he leaped when he saw it.
Well, he was
To jump.
leaping over it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll say as he leaps, he just catches right here, just behind Bar.
No problem. No problem.
And
So he's going to take no damage either as well.
and you hear Eric.
Get on the gun! Kill this thing!
And he's going to slash twice towards Bar.
I've got a huge gun now.
I got a huge gun. Theron.
Go on. Yeah, go on. Make the first roll.
Okay. As he's flanking, that's advantage. That's a 16 to hit. That does hit Bar.
Okay. Chronal shift.
To
See if he can
Eric.
miss.
what? To re-roll.
Yeah.
11 doesn't hit on the first attack. As Eric and his wolf form hurls towards Rayloff, you kind of just see the form behind Bar, and you see the claw as it comes down to like the back of one of Bar's calves. It just and just almost like just glitches down and out.
Yeah. You just see Theron like, say the magic word.
And he goes for that second slash. That will hit with a 15. So that is going to be 2d4. Fuck me. So 5 points of slashing damage onto Bar.
At least it's not 2 lots of damage. Don't know if that's
That was my
possible.
last chronal shift though. But Theron's just like, this pocket watch better be fucking withered.
You see, just in the frenzy of the 2 slashes, and he just goes and chomps down on the back of Bar's leg. That does hit with a non-natural 20. Nice.
Oh shit! Oh, I should have done momentary stasis.
That's 9 points of damage onto Bar.
Why is that a good thing?
He is. You
Technically, Aaron.
you begin to see as Eric is just thrashing and biting, and you all you hear is just a slight as Rayloff, you look just under Bar's legs, and you see Eric in his wolf form pull back his muzzle, and it's just coated in blood as you see him, and he just spits out a small chunk of ogre leg, of ogre flesh and muscle, and it's just blood dripping all the way down his chest. And he just gets ready for the next bunch of attacks. That will be Eric's turn. And you see Bar, albeit he's bigger, you notice this attack as he just... and he just like looks behind him for a second, still facing you, Rayloff. That's going to be Eric's turn. Top of the round, Gerald, with Theron on deck. What are you doing?
I'm going to make my way over to the balcony. Yeah, actually, we'll go straight down from the balcony. This won't even bother going around. Yeah, he's going to sort of assess that situation. And, yeah. Gonna pull out split all. Well, actually, he's gonna do this on the sword because he can't pull out the thing and do that. Gonna just tap on the sword, causing like a metallic clink sounds, essentially from like the claws. And it's gonna be like, I like my friends and my friends like me. I want to spend some time with me. And he's gonna just cast Nether's Mischief with that, and that's gonna cause a 20-foot cube across here. So 5, 10, 15,
More
20,
areas I need to
5,
avoid.
10, 15. Well, look where I've put it.
Thanks.
Okay. So you roll for what it is, and then tell me what the saves are for Eric and Bar.
Number 2, bouquet of flowers appear all around, and each creature must make a dexterity saving throw or be blinded until the next turn.
It's a -2 for Bar.
Okay, so I will do Bar first then. It's 5 for Bar. He rolled a 6 plus 1 minus 2.
So, he be blind.
So he is blinded.
He be blind.
For how long?
Until the start of my next turn.
Okay, and deck save from Eric. That is a natural 19.
He saves that one. He is fine.
Oh, imagine that.
And because Bar is now blinded anyways, what he hasn't noticed is the flowers that were within that area have actually turned into thorns and nettles. Not very nice.
Yeah.
The only problem is there's no dot leaves to be seen, so it's gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah. Awesome. And all of you see these large bouquets of flowers scatter up around Bar and Bar and Eric, and you instantly see Bar. And you're just beginning to look around, and you see you see Eric just turn away, and he's unaffected.
Yeah, I was just in the midst of the tap, I go, he's distracted, go for the gem, and that will be another bardic inspiration to Rayloff there.
Okay. Awesome. Fucking awesome. So that's another D8 to you, Rayloff.
Nice.
Theron, you are up with Terror on deck. What would you like to do? Theron.
Yeah, I know, yeah. What's this area of effect here?
What's the what?
What's this red circle
That
here?
is spike growth.
The spike growth.
Oh, okay.
If you get close enough to it, you can try to have a see if you know that it's.
But that will be your action for the perception check, unless it's forced.
Can I see Eric from here?
Oh, tell a lie. It's only from
No.
any creature that can't. Oh no, any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a wisdom.
Okay.
So, what's his face? Eric wouldn't have
Knowledge.
had.
Or
He wouldn't have had to roll.
Okay.
So it was just luck
Or-
that he
Yeah.
jumped over.
because how tall Eric is, could I see him from there? Underneath.
You know
the
what?
legs?
Underneath Bar's legs, with your passive perception, it's high. Yeah, I'll say you can see him from there. Yeah, just through the crack of these large ogre thighs and calves. Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to work, but I'll give it a go. Momentary stasis.
As you. All right. What's the save?
15.
No. The stat that I have to roll. The ability.
None of your business. Constitution.
Constitution. Okay.
Massively
Con
useless,
save.
but no big.
Con save 16 plus 3. 19.
Yeah, I know. It's worth a try.
Good try though.
Wasted ability.
I can see him like stuttering, but I'm
Yeah,
pushing through.
you see as Theron casts his spell, you see Eric, and he just almost like trapped in himself before he just gets himself out. I get what I know what you're doing. At least you tried. Is there anything else you want to do while you're still concentrating on the slow? If you got anything.
No, keep me. I've got no kernels left of it. No, I haven't. I'll keep it just in case I need a shield or anything.
Okay.
But yeah.
Awesome. All right, Terry, you're up.
Okay, my plan has just changed, so I'm just making sure I can do this thing.
Okay.
Okay. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do what I was gonna fucking do. I'm
I don't need make. Do I need to make a Constitution saving throw for slow?
Have you taken any damage?
Oh no.
So you're
Sorry.
fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
you're okay. So Tara.
So I'm gonna ask with the haste if I went to find something of Duke's,
Mm-hmm.
would I be able to look and then be able to do something with it, or would I just be able to look, but for double as long?
I'll say for investigation check, because it's an action, you usually do like get in your hands and try and like grab something out. So I'll say you can grab it out, and then depending on what it is, then I'll let you know
Give me
if
a
you can do
weapon,
anything.
so we won't be able to shoot it.
I want to find anything in Duke's possession that could be an item or whatever that may be in controlling of the collar that the gem is holding. To basically
A
like
vibrator.
stop. It could be. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
that
sure.
will
Okay. All right.
break
Roll
the
an
tension.
investigation check for me then, please.
Yep. It's an 18 with investigation of +2, non-natural 20.
Nice. Okay. That is exactly what you needed. As you rummage around very quickly in the pockets, as most of his back and the form are just melted into the wooden floor. A few of the front pockets and the inside of the coat are still able to get to just barely as you like pull part of the coat across, and you just hear a and as you pull off, you see part of the matted fur and flesh just pull and tear away from his torso, away from his chest. And you rummage through, you find the small, you ignore the small chain and whatever that's leading to in his pocket for the locket. You see underneath his back like a gentle sort of like melted pool of silver. And
Sexy.
you then rummage into the inside into the inside waistcoat pocket.
Yeah.
And you find this small, like almost like spiked amethyst gem. The best, I'd say it's almost like a star. Okay. And it is deep purple, and you just see it gently. But around the edge is just a thin, pulsating red line around the edge of this entire like star amethyst.
Okay.
Theodore, do it. Destroy the amethyst.
Cast it into the fire!
No.
Okay, sound. So this is going to be definitely on you of if you would allow it. Seeing the item, I want to get any weapon that Duke may have like partly dropped or something or blah blah blah. Because I know my staff ain't gonna fucking do it. If possible, grab it and I'm going to shoot the amethyst shard, knowing that his thought was, I know he's already used the box shot, whatever it is, so I won't be going for that. But I'm assuming he would have his like sight pistol thing.
Yeah.
He would have at least one round loaded for a shot. Using that shot, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Get it. That's obviously I've fucking seen him use it before, so I'm assuming I'm gonna pull that, aiming at it from fucking his amethyst shard. There's the gun. I'm just gonna go.
Okay, all right. So you rummage around, you find the amethyst, you put it to the ground as you reach down and unholster one of these weird gunpowder, black powder devices, and you just turn away and look. And so I want you to roll an attack with the disadvantage for me using the firearm, since you are not proficient.
Natural 1.
It's not as bad as you think. It was a 14, but what was it?
It'll be with your dex mod.
Dex mod with +2. 16? 16? Yeah, 14 +2.
16 does hit. Roll for the damage for me.
Yoink. I'm gonna need to know how much damage it deals.
Okay.
That's a good point.
So for Dukes for the pepperbox pistols, that's 1d10 plus your dex mod.
Sound. Where's my 10? There's my 10.
Or sorry, because you're not proficient, it'd just be the 1d10.
Okay, cool. It's still a 7 plus dex
Okay.
is +2, so 9 damage.
All right, awesome. You look down, and you see the amethyst as the bullet hits. You see near enough across the entire gem spider web of cracks just cover the entire face. It's not going to take much more than that.
Okay.
As the purple amethyst and the red lines around just begin to dim slightly.
I can't throw anything because that would be an action, and I've used both of my actions. With movement, is it just normal movement or is it double movement?
Double for hasted.
Can I grab the shattered-ish kind of shard as a free action at all?
Okay, tell me what you're going to do, and I can let you know if you're going to be able to interact with it, because you've got no actions.
I'm going to grab the remaining of this cracked shard, and I'm going to sprint at whoever would be closest. So I'd have to run down the thing and run to, I would presume, Theron.
Oh, cheers, mate.
With my would-be 60-foot movement. If
It would probably be Besker to me, considering.
Well, I'll say
whoever's closest.
I'll say because
if
you know what?
Because I'm too far away to know.
I'll say after the rummage, finding it, throwing it on the ground, and the shot to it. Because you are hasted, I'll give you the bonus action of picking it up before you sprint.
Okay, cool.
If that's
So once I get close enough, let me just. It's 30 foot down the steps, isn't it?
Yeah.
40 feet and I'm at the bottom. If I get to there and I know rail off is closer,
Theron bends over.
I'll go to rail off instead.
Okay.
And say, it's like this, and I'll just open my hand out.
Okay. Yeah.
Because yeah.
Yeah.
If he tells me, fuck it. Now I'll say at this.
Yeah. As you sprint down, and Theron, you quickly just look behind you, and you sort of like squat down a little bit, and you see Tara just leaps over you, grabbing on your shoulder and hurling herself over your body. And just to rail off as she screams at you, rail off, just trying to match or beat the loud.
And at this moment, what does Ball look like? Is he still enraged?
She holds out this gem to you, rail off, and just as you catch a glimpse, Bar, and he's going to slam down towards you, rail off, and technically, because he's that large, yeah, it's going to be against all three of you. As the club lines up.
He's slowed.
Yeah,
He's
that's
slowed.
fine. Yeah, that's one
He's
attack.
slowed and blinded.
You can do the one action.
Blinded.
Yeah.
Thank you. So disadvantage.
Yes.
So only one attack and with disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
So I'll say. Should I be a dick and say because you all line up and the club is that big, it'll hit all of you?
Where is?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Sorry.
Okay.
So where is his central point? Are we actually far enough away? With his,
I'd say his central point is about here.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Of the mini, it's like the central point is about here. But
Okay.
all right. So this is going against all three of your AC and for the one attack.
Not a problem. If it hits, I'll roll.
Okay, that is 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit.
Definitely does not hit Theron whatsoever in any
Can you
way,
not-
shape, or form. 11.
Can you not reaction shield?
Oh!
Spell slot for us.
Yes, I can.
Whoa!
You got the spell slot and everything for shield to use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
As the club just and bear in mind this club at this point is at least as big as Bar was before, 16 feet long. As he hurls it down, and it shakes the ground below you. You see both of you kind of duck out of the way, and Theron and just illuminates this this arcane shield.
Yeah, you just see this bluish green wolf shield
As it
come out.
and just appear on his arm, and it blocks the shot, pushing all of you guys like just partly to the ground. But then you hear, I want you guys to make a dex. I want Terra and Rayloff to make a dex saving throw.
Yep.
And I want Theron to make
Is that a
2.
flat?
Oh, no, sorry, just 1. Or everyone make a dex
Is
saving
it a
throw.
flat?
I'll say... No, you know what? Just in the moment of being attacked and it exploding under the club, I'll say disadvantage.
Okay, so it's just flat then, because
Happiness.
Disadvantage.
I have advantage.
Yes.
I rolled the
Disadvantage.
same anyways. So.
Well, I have advantage.
Yeah, because you have danger sense. So,
Yeah, so it's just a flat roll.
10,
Yeah, the disadvantage second roll
21.
gets
21, Terra.
16.
Okay, so half damage for Rayloff and Terra, and full damage for Theron. Gerald, could you be so kind as to roll damage of 2 cluster bombs for me?
Excellent.
Oh, you cunt.
It's
You
half
hit
damage
my
to what's
last
coming.
2.
You bastard.
Hey?
Is it half to what's coming, or is
Yeah.
it half to? Yeah. Okay.
And you said
That's
only one
Just
hit.
for you.
16 on the first one.
So that would hit.
Oh,
Eight.
Yeah.
That's
So
20
8.
on the second one.
I'm down again, boys.
36 points of fire damage.
right.
What? No, only the
Mark it
first
0.
one. It doesn't the first one
And
only
the
hit?
second. Oh,
The
the
first
second
one
wasn't
hits you,
attack.
Terra, not the second as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
best.
the first one,
In
the
terms
first
of-
one hits Rayloff and Terra, and both of them hit Theron.
Yeah, I've got
I'm sorry.
10 HP left.
I'm alive.
Everyone's alive. Awesome. So the explosions go off, and just as that happens, you actually
Would that explosion hit the amethyst?
hold on.
Oh,
Rayloff,
Yeah.
There are
Rayloff,
Good
you see as you like shroud yourself away from the explosion and the club attack. You look up, and you just glance, and you see the amethyst in the gem inside is just dull.
Whoop-dee-doo.
You see Bar
I'm so hard.
as he begins to like slowly kind of shrink down back to his original size.
I'm gonna drop concentration of my spider.
But we are still in initiative.
I'm gonna drop.
So
Anyways, I'm still gonna
Rayloff,
be able to drop.
Rayloff, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move like underneath. I'm assuming I would be able to move underneath. Bar.
You'd have to duck down now as his normal 16-foot tall self. So
Is the space next to him sort of like?
it's all demolished. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so I'll stand next to him, but can I say something without having it to be an action?
As long as it's short and concise, yeah.
Yeah. I'll just say to Eric, don't attack, it's over. But I will.
He is a werewolf, so
But I will
Smart werewolf.
be ready. So what I will do is I will ready. If Eric goes to attack Bar, I'm going to shoulder charge, shove him down onto the ground.
Okay. When he gets in range of you, right? He is. in
No,
range.
no. If he goes to attack Bar, I will.
Okay. All right. Is that all you're doing for your turn?
That is what I'm doing for my
Okay.
turn. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. It is Eric's go next. You see Eric as like the small pinprick eyes just through the fur and the muzzle. You see him just like with the blood dripping down from his maw onto his chest. Bar shrinking down, and you see the wolf's eyes still like the front teeth being bared. And as you shout that it's over.
It isn't over until blood is spilled.
And he's going to go for a multi-attack with 2 claws and a bite.
Yeah, I'll do the shove then.
Okay, roll an attack for me.
Just an unarmed strike, is it?
Yes.
18.
Fuck me, that does hit.
So I'm just gonna just gonna shoulder charge it. Well, not shoulder, dive at him and just put him down
Yeah.
onto the ground. and just hold
As
him
you
down.
dive and you see immediately you feel the muscles of this werewolf just tense, and he goes to just claw down each side of your face, and he's going to try and bite your chest. So that's 2 claw attacks and a bite attack in this moment as he's in a frenzy.
Okay.
All right, so the first claw attack.
Is that with disadvantage because he's prone?
I'll say because you're lying on top of him, prone with him, then it cancels out the disadvantage because
Yeah.
you're right here.
Yeah.
So the first is, I mean, that's definitely going to hit. That's non-natural 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Let me get the claw stuff. So the first attack is 6 points of slashing damage,
Halved 3.
half to 3. The second one is a 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That's 8 points slashing damage reduced to 4. And the bite. No, rolled fucking low. 11 to hit.
No.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit.
So you see in this frenzy, as Eric, and he just gets his claws and you feel them against your temple, and he just scrapes down, and you see on the peripheral of your eyes, you see blood beginning to just drip and pour down the sides of your head. And as he goes to bite your chest, you just grab his head and by the scruff of the back of his neck, and you just yank it back away from you, just into the ground as his head just against the ground. And he's just still freaking out slightly, but you have complete control of him now.
Is he technically grappled now? As
No,
well as
no,
prone?
no, because you shoved him, you didn't
That's fine.
grapple.
Eric,
Gerald,
remember about my pocket watch.
Gerald, you are up. What would you like to do?
Yeah, we're going to run across here and down the stairs. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Is the square still active?
Yes, the square is still active.
Shit.
Actually, just let me double check on what that spell does if I don't move it. Does it redo the same thing or not? I can do that at the end of turns. I can move it and re-roll. That's up to DM there, actually, over what happens. Because it just says you roll an effect produced at the start of your turn. A magical effect is produced, and I can either move it at the start of my turns and re-roll on the table. But then it doesn't say anything afterwards.
It
So
would,
it's
well,
whether you
it-
take it off.
Yeah, well, it activates on that initial effect when you cast it, or when you move it, it will reactivate for another
Yeah, it
time.
just activates the same effects that if I don't move it, like again.
No,
and
it's
on
just
its
it's
side,
just
that thing.
it's just on the activation,
Yeah.
but only when you move it, it will reactivate again.
Yeah.
And then
so
you
in
need
which
to
case,
roll anyway.
Nothing has happened on that then. We can just leave that.
Yeah.
Okay. And where you said there was 4 sconces I lit like when we first came in here.
Yes.
Were they sort of in the middle parts or were they close to the edge?
Close to the edges, it was on the sides here and reversed over onto this side as well.
Right. So because of that, that should be. Sorry, I just need the ruler part. Yes, it will work. I will cast pyrotechnics to create onto like the end sconce, and that is going to cause a 20-foot radius sphere of thick smoke to come out and surround into that area. We're gonna get another circle, boys. 'Cause let's go.
Yay! I love shapes. And then that now covers this area across here. It's heavily obscured. I
Okay.
love it. Alright,
I
is that
thought
your
it would
turn?
actually go a little bit further. I didn't do that. That will be my turn for the moment.
Okay, awesome. Alright. Theron, if I'm right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Theron, you are up with Terra on deck. What
It
are you doing?
doesn't cost me an action to let go of concentration of slow on bar, does it?
No, it's free.
You can literally do it any time.
And bar is free at the moment, is he?
You don't know?
That we know of. Just on the show going on, dull.
Yeah, I'll just let go of slow.
Okay.
Slow is the only thing keeping him down.
Not bothered. Not bothered.
Right. So you drop the incantation and you
Bar
notice
like
Bar.
that.
You notice Bar.
I'm sorry about that.
See? Don't worry, Bar. Just worry about Eric.
And he turns round. So what are you doing, Theron?
I am just having a quick look to see what limited spells I have.
God damn.
With
You
Tyler,
wouldn't be
you're on
able to
deck.
see him at the minute, would you?
Yeah, no worries. I have a feeling what could be. It's in my head.
Oh, can I actually see him from where I am now?
No, you cannot now because of the thick smoke cloud that is obscuring your vision from between you and Bar.
That's what I was thinking. What he did that.
Thanks, guys!
Here to help.
I am also currently right on top of him,
Oh no.
just to point out.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Slick.
I ain't got slow anymore.
Yahoo!
I'll just leave it. It's a waste, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Hang on a minute. Let's see what movement I've got. 20. 10. Oh, I still won't be able to see him from there.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
If you go to the right, you
yeah,
will.
you'd be
because
able
that
to.
square,
Yeah, if you got
that
to
square
here.
is an entirely different effect.
Yeah, you'd be
Will
able
I be able
to.
to see from there, yeah?
You'd be able to see him from there.
Well, about
To
that.
be honest, if
Yeah,
he's
there,
16 foot up, you could have even gone there, and you'd see like the 4 foot case.
The demolished
Okay.
bookcase.
So you'd be
In
able to
that
see
case,
he's
I'll just give another go at my last momentary stasis.
Okay, that is a con save.
15. Yeah.
19 plus 3.
No, it's good. Sorry.
worth a try, definitely worth it.
No, I knew he had high con because he's a werewolf.
Yeah.
That was a high roll.
It's on
It
the
was-
off,
it was-
on the off.
It was a higher roll more so
And
than
it's a
his
dwarf,
modifier.
so I mean, all's well, sir.
Yeah.
Ter-
Go.
Terra, you're up. What are you doing?
I'm going to swivel on my heels, saying job is successful, and I'm going to hope that nothing's happened from the haste. Has anything happened from the haste?
As you turn and you feel that you're fine.
Baby, it's a triple. I'm going to use my action to dash, use my movement to get back to Duke's stuff,
Okay.
and say, great success.
Do you even need to dash?
Yes, because the stairs is 30 foot. That's why I added the.
Yeah.
That's why I could only get to there. But it would get me back to Duke's stuff. And I will kneel down in preparation to collect.
Okay.
Gather.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ready my action to loot.
I
love investigating.
Bar in this moment.
When you do that, Theron's like, make sure you let me see the weapons though.
Well, the one thing I want to go to straight first, I know this is obviously going to be next turn, but it's going to make sure that the locket does not get into the possession of Theron.
Okay.
It doesn't
So,
matter. If Eric lives, I got a pocket watch.
Yeah, sorry. Let me clarify. His locket doesn't get into the eye.
Okay.
Hands of Theron.
You
It's lucky Theron doesn't care about
Okay.
a locket. He cares
You-
about a watch.
you hear Bar turn
Great love. Do we hurt the dog?
Just think about my pocket watch. Restrain him. We could get more information out of him.
Okay.
And he just slams his foot down on Rayloff and
Aw.
Eric. That's it. That's a well, I mean, for
Natural 20.
unarmed strike, it's 11 plus 7. It's not a 18 to hit.
Is it advantage with prone?
Yeah, sure. Let's go for advantage. Just see. Oh, okay. No, so it's an 18 plus 7.
25.
25. 25 to
what?
hit on the unarmed strike. To grapple.
You know what? That hits.
Good.
I
Okay.
never would
So
guess.
both. So yeah. Well, there's no damage in the grapple, but you just feel instantly, just into your back and you see Eric.
What is on top of us?
Your destiny. Now
And,
calm
and,
down.
and all you hear is Bar just go.
Hi.
That is their turns. Is there anything anyone wants to do right now, combat orientated, to restrain or to do anything with Eric or the immediate situation, or are you just leaving it as Bar with his foot on top of Rayloff and Eric?
I'm not
There
gonna
isn't
argue with
much
that.
I can do.
Was there not a picture of like whoever it was that he loved in the house? Did I see it?
What are we talking about?
You know when there was there any pictures in that house of the person that he loved before?
Is that
Oh, yeah,
a
sorry.
meta question or?
Yeah. Did I see it or not see it? I
You
don't think I
not?
did.
No.
That's fine.
But
So I was
just so
gonna
you
make-
know, meta-wise,
I was gonna make a
that's
minor
also an
illusion.
obsession, yeah?
I was going to make a minor illusion just getting distracted, but it's okay.
So, as I'll-
yeah, I'll just no. I'll just make a minor illusion of himself right next to him.
okay,
For the
I'll say
I've
then,
got nothing else.
as combat winds down and we leave initiative.
All you'll see me do is lose. Yeah, buddy.
Philip's still there.
As we leave combat and initiative within this large library, as all of the noises and the cracks of glass and explosions and screams and yells all simmer down to nothing. You hear a gentle huff.
You can get off me now.
If you attack Bar, I swear to God, man.
It's
Right.
okay. We are friends.
And he just nudges his foot off. And you
You're
see,
way too trusting, Bar.
and you see Eric as he kind of like
Get off me now.
Sort of roll on my back. Just
and he gets up, and you see the form, all the fur begin to just almost flake off, and the form just drops in height, and all the fur leaves, and he's left in his dwarvish form.
Can Theron ready magic missile and like walk up to Eric and just be like, I swear to God, touch Bar again, I'm gonna take your fucking head off. Are you good?
don't mind me. Just on the floor. Just my back's gone. Don't worry.
You'll be alright.
No, I won't. There's definitely something broken.
Get out of my face, boy.
Don't worry, I've got you, big guy. As I'll heal Rayloff as this interaction's happening.
And all of you notice, like in the middle of all
I
this,
let
you
go.
see Theron and Eric just dead-eyeing each other about an inch away from each other's face.
Oh, can we roll a stare off? See who wins?
Yeah, okay, go on. 20,
Yeah.
13,
17.
you win. as you're dead eyeing each other, and Eric, you see Eric just like huffing.
Get out of my face.
Theon lets go, but still remains the gaze as you see like the light shine off his glasses, his cracked glasses.
I'm going to
He's just
stand up.
He lets the spell down, and then he just goes, "Remember, you owe me a fucking pocket watch. By the way, Tara's got your locket."
Remembered. Moron.
And you see,
Rayloff,
you
you
see,
get 12 points of healing from me, by the way.
12 points of healing. Nice.
Yeah.
and you see Bar instantly reach down towards Eric, and just put his whole hand like almost around his back.
I'm sorry, friend. It's been long.
And Eric looks up.
It has been a while since I've seen you. I'm sorry about before. I'm glad you're feeling
As
better.
he says that, Theon looks at him.
Sit down. I will get that color off. Thank you.
I'm just gonna dive out of the way as I see him going.
As you see these colossal ogre cheeks coming down, and you feel your heart as you see you just see death staring at you in the face as it gets closer and closer before you struggle out in serpentine.
Yeah.
And as he sits down amongst the plethora of parchment and books, all burned, broken, wood, splintered, you see Eric just climb onto his back and kind of holding on to one of his ears. You see him reach around and begin, and he gets out a small little pick and kind of puts one elbow onto one of the padlocks and begins to just and go at the
Theon
three
readies a
padlocks.
spell again, just looking at him intently.
As he hears you, like, hold that spell up.
You hit me right now, and my friend is going to kill you. Do whatever you like. Moron.
And he just goes to just picking the lock.
Unmoving. Until he picks a lock. Once he picks a lock, Theon.
You hear one padlock.
Okay, buddy. 2 more. Hold still.
And you see,
As he
and
does
you
it,
see,
he just does a spell thing.
and you see Bar.
What?
And you just hear Eric. I said, stay still. And he just like starts pulling on his ear to keep him still before he puts his elbow on the padlock to steady it before he keeps going.
I shout up to Bar, "Stay still, Bar. He's getting it off.
And
I'll shoot him if it goes wrong."
you just see Bar. And he looks at you as you say that, Theon.
Why would you hurt friend?
Because I love you more than him.
I love him though. Don't hurt my friend, please.
Okay, Bar. I won't. Deception check.
Jinx, I'm right.
Determination.
All right. So
I was crossing my fingers.
and my toes, missile bitch. So as Eric is going at the locks, as Eric is going at the locks, and Theon, you're sticking around while the collar's getting unlocked. What are the rest of you doing? As the entire library now is just silence through the mutters of conversation and backs and forths and orders or demands or threats. The space is yours. What would you like to do? Tara, I know you are at Duke already.
I'll tell you what happens last or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gerald or Rayloff, is there anything you would like to do?
After you first, if there's any.
I guess I'll go up to check on Tara first. Since I know.
I'm gonna say I would have already done by the time you
Yeah.
got there. Would have already taken.
Yeah. I would go check up on Tara and just make sure she's alright.
Yeah,
Probably...
you get up there and you kind of like just finish seeing her putting the last thing like into a bag and closing the top.
Yeah.
And you just look down below it and you see this half melted corpse of Leonin flesh and black coat and waistcoat.
I'll just sort of put my hand on her shoulder. Gently. I'll say, just hold still a sec. I'm gonna check her back to see what the attack did to her.
Are you gonna tell me? Because currently my back is occupied by Mogwai. Oh wait, no, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
It isn't. It's occupied by clothing.
No, the clothing was blasted.
Oh, it's occupied by Jack. You can see clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check if there's any wounds that might need just dressing.
Roll a medicine check for me.
Medicine. No, natural 20.
Nice. You look at Tara's back, and it is just like almost if you can just barely see through the gore of all the red still seeping out of her back. You see a couple chunks of her back just torn apart slightly, not fallen off or anything, but just open in like large gouges, as if an axe head had hit it.
Yeah.
But
Is
then
there any...
in the rest, covering the rest of her back, around and amidst these gouges, you see still there a mixture of small metal and iron ball bearings and just shards of sharp shrapnel metal just lodged into her back.
In that brief moment, I'll turn around to Rayloff and says, I've had worse.
I very much doubt that.
You very much doubt my experience.
I'm just gonna not do anything with it. I'm just gonna sort of very gently just prod one of the things sticking out.
You instantly feel a sharp stabbing pain in your
Turn
back.
around and punch him in the face.
Roll an arm strike.
As that's happening, Theron is still gazing intensely at the wolf.
Okay.
Not natural 20.
Well, that hits.
You take 2 damage to the bottom.
Yeah.
as all you do is and you get Tara swing round and clock you.
Why?
It's okay.
It's not okay.
I'm gonna, like, even though I'm already crouched down, going back into his position. Don't do that again.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not touching anything. I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna be the one to take them out then. I was.
That's fine.
On top of a big shell, Gerald is there going, Ladies and gentlemen, our battle was long and hard fought, but together we have become victorious. Now, I have a lucky one-time gift for one lucky person.
Gerald, get over here and take these stupid things out of Terra.
You
now.
hear?
You are no fun, Rayloff.
You hear from down below.
Thank you, Bob. My #1 fan.
You
Now.
also notice my voice is slightly higher than normal.
Theron at this point, hearing Gerald, minor illusions, another Gerald or more Geralds to copy Gerald for whatever he's doing.
It can only be a still image for minor illusion, or something very simple, nothing like a moving creature.
You could have an inanimate Gerald. Go.
I mean, it can't hurt.
Can't hurt a performance.
I will head over to
Anything is
up
beneficial.
there, I suppose, if that's happening. Oh, Tara. This is real bad. Just gonna sort. Yeah. Does she just want to be unconscious for this so she doesn't move? Gonna look at Rayloff like, do you want to knock her unconscious? Fine. I will
No, I
cast
think this is all. No, as I see you going to do that, I'm just gonna grab your hand and stop you. No, we need to take them out first.
Oh, that's gonna be time and effort.
Yes, time and effort that I have already been told not to do. So,
Are you planning on making sure I don't feel it?
You got any mystical
if you
plants
want, I
in your
can hit.
Has anybody got any alcohol?
I'm going to use one of my spells to do Goodberry.
Mm-hmm.
You want?
And I'm
Have
going
you got a
to
spell
give...
called Anathetize?
No. I'm going to give all 10 good berries to Gerald. And then...
Right.
If
I'm gonna
Mogwai is close enough to see me, I'm going to be like... Don't worry. Close my eyes and just go...
Yeah. You may want to lay down.
I suppose
I'll
we'll
lay
go
down
with
now.
this.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll
put-
push
For a
any
while.
shit off the floor.
Yeah.
We'll crush the berries first then, and as gently as possible first put like that sort of crushed up berry juice over it, because apparently that's
Fuck,
healing
it's
stuff now.
sting. Well, it is a deal. Heals like 1.
Yeah,
But-
well, it's all 10,
Yeah.
so it would be 10.
And then I will go at it with my claws and steadily start trying
I'll
to
sort
take out.
You
I'll
initially...
also help as well.
Okay,
Hmm.
Tara, you initially feel a cool sensation of the berry
Yeah, I'm
paste
getting to fucking 0.
before, and you feel just sharp stings and stabs go radiate all the way through your back and your spine. Gerald, I want you to make a sleight of hand check with advantage since Rayloff is helping you.
Nice.
That's why I was doing the help.
Gerald's also going to give no warning when he went straight in for it.
And in the
Okay.
meantime,
I
He
would
just
have
went
put
straight
a,
onto it.
I said I would have put a hand to help. I would have
Yeah.
put a hand on Tara's head just to hold her down.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to be convulsing back.
Yeah.
in the meantime, how's Eric doing?
Well, I'll get to that in a second.
14.
14. You make clean work of it. There are a couple times when you do nick the skin next to it around the wound, around the bit of shrapnel, which causes Tara to freeze up and lock.
Yeah, I was just gonna hold the
Yeah,
head and
be-
arms
before-
down
before
so she
you-
can't.
Yeah, before you just fuck, and you just go in a little bit tighter and pull them out. You are able to
I don't know
clear.
what you're complaining about. This is harder on me than it is on you.
And just as you, by the end of, I'd say about 15 minutes straight, you are able to collect all of the shrapnel and pallets out of Tara's back
Right,
and
yeah.
have her there.
I will then give you the second cure wounds as
Yeah,
well.
as
Yeah,
as you
I'll also take some some cloth and just start wrapping it around
awesome.
any sort of still healing.
Yeah. So you roll for the heal as you heal, and Rayloff begins to start dressing the top of your back. We'll wait on the heal.
14.
14 points of HP. Nice. And you
Do I
begin.
need? Oh, sorry.
Right now, as you are aided with Gerald and his healing, you are comfortably able to get a nice clean dressing of bandage
Okay.
across her back. It's going to take a minute or so to completely fill Tara's back, but you begin to just get it neatly and tightly dressed. And at this point, Theron, as you're looking over, you see Erig finish the final padlock and off, and you hear the collar to the ground, and you see Bar just like turn up and looking up to Erig, who is now like kind of standing now on his shoulder, and you just see like this big smile appear on Bar's face, and you just hear Erig,
Theron just nods and sort of
and
walks
just
away at that point.
and just in this moment, as you walk away, you just hear Erig say,
I have missed you so much, buddy.
And you see him just hug around the large, thick neck and face of Bar. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. And come back. We are not... I was going to say next week, but we are off next week for the 1st of August. As we have a few things to do. So unfortunately we won't be able to be broadcasting next Monday, but we will be the following. Holy shit, guys, what an episode. I will say as well, while we are still live, the belt, I will make it on D&D Beyond, so the remainder of people who have it haven't had it activate. It is Eric's Nudge. It is a belt that's worn. You don't need to be attuned to it. And upon falling to 0 hit points or below, as long as it's not an instant death, it will, on the start of your next turn, where you would do a death save, it gives you 1 HP and hastes you until the end of that next turn. I'll put it on D&D Beyond and everything, so anyone who stars the belt on, you have that available.
I won't know for the next 3 weeks.
You won't know, yeah, because you're not going to be here forever. But at least it's only 3 weeks, and hopefully we'll get more of you after.
4 technically.
4, but hopefully, but we're off on the
3.
1, yeah. So hopefully we'll be able to get you on.
And then I'm back for like 3.
Yeah. So there you go. So another 3 episodes. It'll be awesome. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. We really hope you've enjoyed it. It's been intense, scary, and really fucking fun. So we're sorry we're not going to be able to make it next Monday, but we'll see you the following Monday. This episode will obviously be up on our YouTube on the Wednesday at 1 p.m. GMT. But stick around, look at our socials for updates on anything you need to. But for now, with all that done, thank you very much for watching. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you next time.